I didn't get one of my little espresso spoons, so I have coffee foam, which is my favorite part. Still in the cup. Ooh, Hades 2 is on sale. Should I buy Hades 2 now? 10% is not the biggest sale. My morning routine on days like today where I'm not really rushed is getting like increasingly artistic. It's my right hand is chafed and calloused in several places, so I put black seed oil on my fingers. I make a smoothie with AG1 and creatine and a couple other things, collagen, goat milk kefir, and Siggies. I then make my second coffee. I then take out a single shortbread, a single Walker's shortbread finger to have with that coffee. I then put baking soda in a glass and take out my lime sparkling water. And then it takes me like 2 trips to get to the office. And I'm now in here. And then I have like a specific playlist of songs that I then listen to as I drink my coffee. Between sips of my coffee, I take bites of my shortbread so that the order that they are consumed is sort of continues to be... What's happening here? Continues to be like a pace. Now that I've finished the coffee, I'll now have the Zin, which I don't even really know if I necessarily like. I think these generally speaking, maybe just make me feel worse. But I still have like 20 tins left. What am I going to do? I have a little bit of an aspirin inside of my sparkling water to offset inflammation. It's getting real weird over here, man. I watched a very heartwarming video today. It came out yesterday, and it was on YouTube. It's about a guy who's like run a coffee shop in Japan called People or Pipuru in some town in Japan that starts with an F. I forget which one. And then he's been doing it for like 49 years, and his wife just died the last year. And it's like it was extremely affecting. It was like a very touching It was a very, very touching 23 minutes about this guy in his coffee shop and how he runs it and things like that, and like how his family helps him a little bit now. But the thing that got me thinking about is how it must be weird to be a restaurant and someone wants to do a feature on your restaurant, but they're like a YouTuber. But like NBC or CBS or whatever, they're not really going to do it anymore. There's not like a local news channel that's like going to do it to the same degree that they used to. Ah, I killed you so easily. When your mate died, you just looked down on us and laughed. Whoa, what's going on here? People are still fighting, right? So that's weird, I think, a little bit. That must be hard. You got to be like a 76-year-old man who's just going to say, yeah, sure, go ahead. Or you're like a 76-year-old man being like, what? Like, how many YouTube subscribers do you have? Like, how do you decide who of these, like, fucking random yahoos you let into, like, you let in to be in your shop? This one's saying vitality boosting mushrooms or the invigorating bracken is so misleading. Because it's not vitality boosting, it's MP. It's both MP. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is try to get one Lord of the Lake so I can finish all my food. But besides that, there's nothing left. Just 8 days. Every single follower is at full. There's nothing left. I gotta find the last golden beetle. I'm not sure what to do with all my money. We're in the end game. We're quite literally now in the end game. To some degree, I sort of made an error not doing the fishing the last time when I had to go to the Dragon Temple in the previous day, but I needed UFO to be full so that we can get through all this. And so now we're at a point where, intriguingly, look, 18, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. We're so close. That's so good. Oh yeah, I also put magnesium oil on the back of my neck and rub it in. There's probably some other weird habits I do as well that I can't remember currently. Okay, so that's everything we need to do. So now I just do Coliseum stuff. What else am I missing? I should go to Etria and see if I can buy stuff from the guy who sells masks. I need, if I remember correctly, I need a sun white mask. But I have a funny feeling this guy does not sell sun white masks. I think this is like, that's a higher level of gear than this guy offers. I probably use a new appraisals too. Oh, this is Talisman. This is the wrong guy. The mask guy is in Brawlhaven, right? It's insane how good those dumplings are. What? We're so low in MP food now after these fucking dragon trials, but it's okay. I used one of my miraculous meads. Sun white mask. This is the right one. Yeah, this is the one. Nice. Okay. So I think I can do the final of the high-end masks now. Do 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 do. We have no more royal virtues. Yeah, we have one golden beetle. Am I really gonna look for one more golden beetle and try to remember which one I didn't find? Am I supposed to remember that? Am I supposed to sift through my memory of 108 hours? Oh yeah, that was the golden beetle I missed. My bad. Yeah, sure. Let me just sift through my memory of all, like, 50 golden beetles. I think it was 25 plus 13 plus 8, right? Or 13 plus 13 plus 8? Whatever it is, I forget. Anyway, so. There's probably nothing else to read. One thing I forgot to do in my morning walk, which is about an hour and 15 minutes, is I actually finally finished. I'm not sure I've like given this enough appreciation, but I just spent, today is November 28th. I don't remember the exact day, but I recall being the beginning of December 2023 that I started reading The Wheel of Time again for the first time since the series ended. I just finished it last night. I started it in December 2023, and I just finished it last night, November 27th. And like, generally speaking, you like have some feeling that like, okay, yeah. I remember the first time I read it, I was much more upset by Brandon Sanderson's like performance in the last 3 books, but I don't find it as bad this time. There's still some parts where it's noticeable, and I'll kind of get into details when I talk about it. But like, primarily, like the cut of it is that Robert Jordan was like, did tours of Vietnam and went to like West Point or like the Citadel or something. Like, he's a guy with a life, you know what I mean? Whereas Brandon Sanderson is a guy who like eats mac and cheese and plays Magic the Gathering and grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska, and then lives in Utah. And like, just by nature, you can just see the way that, yes, it's like generational, like people are different in different generations, but also like one is clearly in their writing a man who like actually is like a guy who lived a life, and the other guy is like a fat doughy writer who wrote fantasy. You can see the, oh wow, this is the biggest we've ever been on this. That's so sick. Boom. You can really tell that difference to some degree. And so it is a great ending. It's not the deepest thing ever. It's not as complex as Game of Thrones. It also made me think that both Game of Thrones and this, unless I'm forgetting something of the Game of Thrones that I can't currently remember, I don't think either of them really tackles the like contagious, virulent nature of like medieval life. Like, there's not many moments where like people are all getting sick from some horrible like, there's like the stone skin thing or whatever in Game of Thrones, but unless I'm forgetting something, like that horrible like Black Death plague nature of what's it called, the worlds of that time, I think it's kind of underdone because maybe it's a little like crappy to deal with. But it's like the ultimate work, I think, of like, I understand why it was so popular. It was like I used to read the newspaper as a kid because my parents got the newspaper, the Globe and Mail, and they had the New York Times bestsellers list, and every single one of these Wheel of Time books would be on that list. It's like one of the ultimate, if not the ultimate, like pop fantasy series. Like deeply satisfying. You know the good guys are gonna win. A lot of people eat dirt in the final book. Oh my god, it's crazy. A lot of people eat dirt. And a lot of characters get redemptions. A lot of characters get to survive. Pretty satisfactory endings for the three main characters. Some surprising things like Tom Marilyn and who he ends up with is surprising to me. The people who you want to live largely live. The people who suck do end up dying. Like even the characters who are like some of the most main characters in the entire story, who you're like, especially in the later books, you're like, this person sucks. But I don't know, they eat it in the end. Anyway, is there anything else I need to do here? I guess I'll do a couple of arenas to warm up. I went to the gym on Monday. I did one set of barbell squats. I did one set of leg press and some other leg activities and some upper body stuff. My upper body healed pretty quickly, but my legs are sore to this day. Like even now my legs are mostly fine, but like if I flex them, my quads are still toasted. Going Monday to Friday in your first week back is not bad. I can't wait till it's like closer to 3 days a week again. This time will be like Bronze 2, where you can only fight with your weapon. You'll be facing a Goborn, a Gargos, and their good friend, an Orgo. And it's going to be a time match. So if you like to tip, make use of the arena size and slip through the enemy's attacks. Okay. Sure. I'll save. One thing yesterday when I was going through, like, I was mad at the strategy for the final dragon trial. And I was looking through the Reddit, trying to get some tips, but really it was just like stupid clutching out and telling me that like the reason I got wiped was that he has like an enrage timer and I reached it. And so I found some abilities that did more damage, but I was looking through everyone's strategies, and just looking through all the strategies people do was like really kind of bumming me out. Because they'd be like, I did 2 destroyers, a commander, and a merchant, or like I did 3 this guy and 1 this guy, or I did all these really, really specific things. I really don't like doing that in games like this. I want everyone to have like their own individual speciality that they're very good at. You know what I mean? So to have like 3 guys doing the same class to like cheese a dungeon, to cheese a fight, if that works for you and that's satisfying for you, that's fine. But I really want to have like 4 diverse classes when I play a game like this. Wow, so hard. I pressed L1 and then press square 14 times. Wow. Nice. 5 jeweled roots. I wish I was like 16 when this game came out. Like, do you think how good that would be? If I was like a relatively mature teenager when this game came out, and how much I would have loved it. It's nighttime? Yeah, give her the drawings. We still have more, nice. I'm not sure what to do with my time anymore. I guess I just spam dungeons. But I gotta get 1 Lord of the Lake. That's the last thing I need to do. So 1 more day trip. Is there anything more to do in the towns? It won't happen. I don't think enough people... I don't know. We talk about this a lot, but I really hope this game wins best score at the Game Awards. Anything else to do here? I could sell a bunch of stuff for money, I guess. Oh yeah. Medici Abacus. Classic. That's a weird throwback. I guess it is the real world. I've never once felt like I needed to use... Igniters are sort of to like continue to have custom parties, I think. Hi. My employees have been busy devising igniters for general use in daily life and as children's playthings. Nothing practically used for you, I'm afraid. I sincerely hope you accomplish your mission soon. Past all the bloodshed, there's a peaceful life waiting for you with all our creation to ease your mind. Okay. Okay, so back to the arena. So now I do the daily quest. Now I do the silver. Is it 30 fights in a row? Let's try it. This is the silver challenge, I believe. Oh, you still do all of them? Okay, sure. I thought I missed this one. Ice and Strike. Am I gonna one-shot this guy? This is so sick. Oh my god, that was so amazing. This is a pretty good way to get some XP. Fight the same guy 30 times. Wind. Should I just be like basic attacking this guy? Do I? I wonder if I have enough time to do all the Coliseum and these things. I think I do. He's staying at full. I wonder why. Because I haven't used his MP yet. Maybe he gets MP at the end of battle. These are like oddly easier. And this is the way power level. Okay, so the prince is at 376 in mana. Let's see what he's like at the end of the next battle, at the start of the next battle. Wow, 46 XP. So he gains 12 back. What is happening? Wait, what are these guys weak to? Fine. It's less. That was easier. I was trying to like work on my recovery from the gym yesterday. So I like took a magnesium chloride salt bath last night. This breaks through resistances, doesn't it? And I slept so well, I can't even tell you. I had a sauna yesterday and did the magnesium salt bath, which also makes you pretty sweaty. See, this almighty damage would be useful. And it's just like probably the best sleep I've had in weeks. Alright, that's some good XP. I got the rare trophy though, that's nice. Okay, 20 more to go. Stroll finally gets a party. This is 6 spell. Here we go. Nice and relaxing. We're like not even getting. It's not even like touching our levels. Slow and steady wins the race. Halfway there, almost. Yeah. Look how tiny that is. They give you little break battles. It seems like it's closer to normal. It seems like it's better normal experience than other experience. Extreme slash damage to one enemy ignores resistances. So free. Halfway. Yeah. Still above 300 MP. We're getting there. Give the hero time to regen some mana. This is like focusing more on the MP economy. I like how the music doesn't stop. This could be some reward that would have been amazing at the time, but now is going to be sort of like underwhelming. Okay. Almost 2/3. Because Stroll is just, by virtue of being the fastest, I can probably be able to sell like $300,000 worth of goodies after this. Are these gonna get harder? Just dark. I should probably use that almighty one actually. Okay, got the pattern down. I should use almighty. Even though it's said ignored resistances, it still gets reduced by the strike resistance, I believe. I don't think we're gonna have any trouble pushing through the end of this. Pierce and ice. Oh my god. God damn. One's still alive? What happened? What happened? It must have been that I missed, so I lost the 2 turns that were waiting. Okay. Look at that tiny that is. God. Even the beginning of the game, that'd be garbage. I suppose the gold one's gonna be kind of challenging. It is. That's like a triumphant, happy one, for sure. This is like grinding in the first level of the game. Near the end. 3 more. I wonder if everyone's getting MP back? I haven't really paid attention to anyone except the heroes. 2 more. Did they give us a tough finale? No. Alright, well. Yeah, that's true. We'll need a whole sequence. Okay, no one even got close to a level there. Even I'm exhausted, but we really did it. Yeah, I'm exhausted too. Did that take 8 minutes? Well done, you put a pretty good fight in there, but that magic used. Where'd you learn a trick like that? Ah, but I shouldn't pry. Feel free to come and try again, but should the mood strike you. Taking the gauntlet courage challenge has honed my courage. This gives you way too much courage, I think. I mean, the game, generally speaking, does. I love the Coliseum. The crowd's still cheering with feverish enthusiasm. I took a break with the team. Morning? Yeah. Wait a minute, I didn't get anything for that. I didn't get any reward for beating the gauntlet. So it's not really worth doing, is it? Today's idle days or anything? Okay. So I wonder whether I take a... There's two different places I kind of want to go to the map. I want to check the that rich person town. Actually, I'm gonna look online to see what they have. What's that town called again? So there's 2 more day travels I have to do to get some fishing done. And what's that town called? It's Ligno? Ligno. Ligno metaphor. It's not that good. Attained a 90% archetype mastery with Hulkenberg. When are you going to get these things? Not it. Okay, 377 attack is way lower. The ones I have are like 450. 350 defense resist slash damage, not that great. Okay. A lot of this stuff is from Tyrant Star. I remember this. Good weapons in that last dungeon. So it looks like the final one's a pretty big dungeon. I got a week, damn. I guess it's just Coliseum time. I do want to get the I want to get the I want to get one of the fishies. So I gotta do
何かあるぞ。何かあるぞ。何かあるぞ。どれどれ？野営地か。
I'm gonna do this just one day. You do this, that's fine, but I've already been there. Okay. I do have a tail bait. I just want one of them just to finish all the recipes. It's kind of a waste of a day, but whatever. I have enough for this. I just need Lord of the Lake. So Queen Honey Jar and Gauntlet Shrooms are off the menu. I can still do this. Just one. Or maybe two. I'll make one. That's fine. Alright, this is kind of a waste of a day, but it's okay. I want to finish it. Oh no, it's good. No, yeah, sorry. I thought that was gonna waste my day. Oof. Now I gotta go fish on the top. Wakata. Does this pinch your cheeks? Is that what I do here? Little cheek pinch? A bite is a strong one, but I'm stronger. Look at this haul, all thanks to you, of course. 2 Lords of the Lake, nice. Okay, so on the way to the Tyrant Star, hopefully I can do something there. It's lame. Oh well. I could have done that previously, but then I wouldn't have had Yufa all the way wrapped up, which is kind of would have been a shame. Alright, let's finish up the silver day. Oh. You have to be 2 brawlers? Okay. What? Alright. Guess so. It's kind of lame to be the. It's lame that I have to use Shinji. It'd be cool if I could use Stroll and Basilios. Okay. I guess it's some. some part of the game is like you just have to always use Shinji. We got a brawl, do we?
私たちの力を見せてあげるんだから。
俺好みの技だぜ。ちげえな。
攻撃が弱点よ。いけそう。
楽しくなってきたぜ。潰れろ。やられてしまう。
Get him, buddy. So this guy's weak to light. Can I beat him with this? I don't think so. Close. I got the crit though. That was nice. Nice. Fine. Not very strong. There you go. Okay. Wasn't very exciting. Full moon metal, what is that? And chain of bonds, what is that?
Yes.
Okay, we're still popular. My team still likes me. This part's good. That was a waste of a day. Thank you, thank you. Those are very useful. What is the equipment I got? A large magma crystal that amplifies the latent abilities of all stats plus 8. That's really good. What was the other thing I got? It was blue. Full moon metal? Was this? Oh, large MP recovery every turn. That's good too. Is there anything else? Chain of bonds. Relaxes conditions on skills requiring multiple of the same archetype. Eases conditions on skills that require multiple members of the same archetype. Oh, so that's like, this is like increase your attack speed if you have multiple people doing it. Okay, it's cool. Whatever. Cool. What was the other thing I was saying I was going to do? I can't really think. It was hitting the last golden beetle, which I probably won't do. I'm cool missing one. This is the one's 100 to everybody. It's useful to have a couple of these. Gauntlet runner. Alright. Get my various milks and sugars. Sugar and salt, nice. My daily shower for 100 XP. I was hoping maybe one day I'd get a level from this. I never once did. I don't think. So, back to the Brilhaven Coliseum. The one thing I forgot to do is I need to get one. I have to make one more mask. I don't think I'm going to do those gauntlets. They're kind of boring. Lena, a former tournament candidate, turns this gauntlet runner something I don't think she knows about. Her skill with igniters is second to none. It'd be a grudge match for the ages. This is what a real tournament's all about after all. It's a one-on-one. Sure. Oh, I didn't think I'd face someone like you here. This is going to make a great advert. It really is, Lena. Be careful all the same. She'll be tough on a one-on-one fight.
私たちの力を見せてあげるんだから
She weak to.
力を
Unclear. Heroes cry?
行くぞ
Let's see what does damage. Buff my skills.
王者の魂を
With a
ここ
heroic
に
slash.
行くぞ
Do that twice more.
残ったフリー
Alright, wasn't too hard. Alright, sorry, buddy. Good try, though. Alright. Thank you, thank you. I wonder how that compares to what I got going on. Oh, I lost, but you're amazing in there. I guess I shouldn't have expected anything less considering that sweet runner of yours. What brings you here in the first place, Lena? Though these fights have nothing to do with the tournament or gauntlet runners. The tournament and the Coliseum are just two sides of the same coin. If there's an opportunity to advertise Caden Workshop, I'll show up anywhere I please. It was a pretty spur-of-the-moment choice, honestly, but I did well in these rank matches, so all's well that ends well. Why are you just so good at everything you try? You can't deny how hard you're working for your runner shop, though.
Yes.
4 more points. They're now giving 500 per. They used to be giving 150 per. I wonder why. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, nothing really happened. I just played the game for most of it. It was only the beginning. It was only like at the beginning I was memeing it all. The rest of it was just me playing this game. Okay. Back to the Coliseum.
どこにしようか
行こっか
I want to read over how many ranks there are total, so I can kind of plan this out a little bit.
よく来たな
Oh, bad weather, lame. Shit. What do I do with my day? What do I do with my day then?
さてどこにしようかさてどこにしようか
行こっか
どこにしようかさてさてどこにしようか
Why is the weapon shop blocked?
行きましょう
That's weird. A missed opportunity for who, Vulgar? Thank you, thank you. I should buy all these,
さてどこにしようか
go to the church. Well, you'll just have to accept that life is the way it is. These are all full up. Bomb of life. I want more of these. I'll get 9 more. Should give me enough of them. These are all fine. I wonder what I do with my time for this day.
行こう
よっと
お願いなんて新鮮だよ
Lots of all these things. I can't go cooking. I'm not sure what to do with my evening here. Hang out with my buddies? There's nothing left. This is weird. Did I just pass the day? I'm actually totally confused what to do here. If I go here, can I change the weather? So I wanted to change the weather here so I can keep going to the Coliseum. The weather appears to be beyond my powers at the moment. Interesting. Why is that? Do I have another Idols Day before this is all over? Yes. So on this Idols Day, I'll come here at night and maybe buy some of these trinkets. But for now, I'm not sure what to do with this time. I'm gonna make the last mask. Oh, I've got them already. Oh, never mind. I need to buy that mask. Alright, cool. Special experiments, summon experiments, anything left I can buy. There's one more that I'm missing, right? Or did I get them all? No, I got them all. I don't remember finishing this off. Oh, cool. Hey, kitty. Oh.
Yes, yes. 実はそうだなおや
What's up, buddy?
また
There's a blight today in Brawlhaven, so I can't do so I can't do the Coliseum, which is really the only thing I have left. My little annoying rat is back. That could mean so many things. So what do I do with this day? I guess go see a play. What happens if I go to the what if I go to the hot tub? Can I put salts in the water? Do you mean yourself? The last thing you wrote yesterday was Los Ratones. They won 3-0 in the tournament yesterday, apparently. All I saw was like the YouTube thumbnail. So what happens at this hot spring? Take a soak. What's the point of this? Magla? Does this only give you Magla? The only thing I don't need? Like I literally don't need this at all at this point unless I want to... if you go start... I was just looking at a guide of like all your ideal stuff. No one's Archetype Mastery is more than like 15%. 42. 30 for him. 42 for him. Why? I guess he did get 3 skills maxed. He has 2 skills maxed. Interesting. He should get a little buff to the archetype mastery percentage. But I can't think of anything to do. I either do this or I do the Colosseum. No, I either do this or I do the opera. So I guess I'll chill with the boys.
わかった
Sure.
わ
I saw Stroll passing by, so I invited him to join me. The two of us took a relaxing dip. That's nice. The boys having a little hangout. Oh, it's always nice to get a moment where I can forget all my concerns and just let my mind go blank. Though this moment would be easier to enjoy if it weren't for that sky. Yeah. Well, let's just forget all that for a moment and simply let ourselves enjoy this hot, soothing water. You know, this reminds me of when I was a kid. Back then, I didn't really like washing my hair or face. I was scared that while I have eyes closed, something would sneak up on me. I'm always traumatized. As the hot water relaxed our spirits, the two of us talked about whatever crossed our minds. I mean, it's a good guy to have some time with. Hey, I found this. Perhaps you can find a use for it? 1 hero's fruit? Wow. I think that's 500 XP. So do you think, so do you have to, so how does this format work? So on this day,
ほら
do you have to go to Tyrant Star on that day? Or should I get some extra time? Should I get some extra time at, hold on. So start calendar, says this day. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Tyrant Star Lennon, is this the day you just have to do Tyrant Star on this day? Or should I carve out some part of it beforehand? What do you think?
どこにしようか。
行こう
So gold 1's the last rank? Weapons only battle. Run around the Coliseum by yourself and use your own strength to defeat Kokosados and Leo Griff. Both of them deal pretty hefty blows, and I mean hefty. You can take one hit and lights out forever. Oh shit. Nice. This is fun. I'm gonna get wrecked here. Okay. So these guys one tap you? That's so cool.
さあさあ。
そこかキャッ
いい感じね
敵がいるなよっ詰めるよ
Can't see him.
捕らえたよっ接近戦だ
やるじゃないか。
詰めるよ接近戦だ
Okay, that wasn't that bad. A brilliant bang-on blow by our challenger Shinji. Magnificent work. All the monsters have been annihilated. I don't know how you get 100% or 90% archetype completion in a single playthrough. That's crazy. You've risen to the ranks. It's been a long road, but here you are, gold 1. If you win the next match, you receive a special reward. There's more fighting ahead of you, but here's a reward for this time. Go on, it's yours. 10 roots, nice. The islands really rattle up. You did a great job fighting with all those eyes on you. I got through the rank match. Thank you, thank you. Really? That's a very cool detail. That's maybe my favorite detail you've told me so far. I love Evangelion. I've watched the whole series twice all the way through, and then I've watched the movies twice all the way through too. I just finished the last movie last week, actually. I forgot to go to the Gauntlet Runner today. Like, I'm sure the guy took a lot of influence from Macross and Gundam and things like that, but the mech in Evangelion are insanely influential. So here's what's it called? EVA 01. Here's what EVA 01 looks like, which everybody knows. The sort of the classic. And then my favorite RPG is Xenogears, Weltall. Here's what Weltall looks like, which is obviously like really noticeably influenced by that, I think. I need a bigger picture. Yeah, so this is what Weltall looks like from this. I was thinking about this. I have a friend of mine who's like a total like normie. He watches like, he's Persian, he watches soccer, he's really good like into art and like painting and stuff like that. But he's been like surprisingly really into Arcane, which I never would have imagined. And he watched Arcane season 1 twice, and he just finished watching season 2, or he's almost finished season 2. And I was trying to think when I was going for a walk today what other things to recommend for him. It's sort of like in the animation world. I know Arcane's not Japanese, but like obviously you kind of think toward Japanese stuff. And I honestly couldn't even think of many things that I would tell him, if you liked Arcane, here's some anime you would like. Because Arcane is like 8 or 10 episodes per season. And anime is almost never like that. So I was kind of thinking about it. I'm like, I wouldn't even necessarily recommend other stuff for him to look at. And yeah, so you can see the ways that Eva looks like this. And even looks like Weltall id, which is like sort of like the upgraded form. So this is the one that like really, from Xenogears, looks like really good. And very, very similar to Evo 01, I think. Very influential. The other Evos I don't think look that crazy good. Evo 00 didn't look like totally insane. Animation. Kimetsu no Yaiba. I don't even know what that is, so I'm not gonna... Kimetsu no Yaiba. I thought about Demon Slayer being one of the ones possible, but also like all these fucking anime are like 1 million episodes. Like I really want, like we were talking about this the other day, but one thing I was interested in watching is is Monster, because I heard so much that Monster is quite good. But then I was looking on Netflix and Monster's 74 fucking episodes. I was like, oh, well, maybe I won't watch it. I was hoping for like a nice tight 24 episodes. 24 to 25 episodes is like what I'd be like jacked up. I actually own this toy. You can see it behind me over there, right there. I bought this in Japan at like a hobby shop for like $150. I was so happy to get this. It's up there. I'm not gonna go pick it up. But this is like the only sort of like toy collectible that I was like, if I go to Japan and I go to like some of these places, like I think it's not Akihabara. There's some part of Tokyo which is like known for these like 6 or 8 story towers that are full of collectibles and video game memorabilia and like that kind of nerd shit. It's this whole area I went to, and I was like, if I find a Xenogears toy that's like the proper collectible, I will in fact have something like this. And so I was like really, really, really happy when I found that this was there and bought it. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, $150 for something that you'd last forever is a good idea. Like even for Christmas, one of the things I want is these like virgin wool blankets that are made by a company called McCausland Mills in Prince Edward Island. So it's like the only like virgin wool blanket mill in Eastern Canada. And I'm getting one of them for Christmas, but it's like, yeah, it kind of feels like expensive to buy like a blanket for $90 to $150, depending whether it's a throw or a single or a double size. But I mean, that's going to last like forever. So pretty good. Yeah, $150 for something that lasts your entire life. You can't realistically think that like you'll get something for later. It's like when you're like starting to be a professional man and you want to like start having, it's a little easier for guys, I think, than girls to get like the things that you need for like dressing professionally forever. You know what I mean? You need like a brown belt, a black belt, a navy suit, a black suit, a gray suit, brown shoes, black shoes, a watch if you want, things like that. And it seems like all of these things are super expensive, but you do get them for life essentially if you take care of them well. It's nighttime, right? Like I'd rather get something like this than like, I have friends who like collect like Funko Pops and shit. That's a lot. It's a fearful monster whose name no one knows. A strange gent brought it one night and said he was giving it to the Coliseum. He said he wanted to test it, see how it fights. A mysterious monster brought in by a mysterious patron. Since when are we allowed to bring in our own opponents? With that, all that's left is a fight. Go show us what you got. More time. Oh, it's on save. There's a difference between having like a toy or some sort of collectible or something like that you'll have forever that you're happy with, and getting stuck into collectibles where you get like 1 million different things that you might not care about in 5 years. That's it? One of these guys? The one-on-one? Little does this guy know, I have Hero's Cry and a massive self buff.
この力で
And my weapon does more damage to humans. Doesn't it?
王者の魂をここに
I'm gonna toast this guy. Wait, he's resisting this? Oh, he's resistant to everything. I don't like that. How much damage does this do? Oh, this is
王
tough.
者の魂をここに
Oh, my mana is so low. Oh my god.
加減はしない
Oh my god, this is crazy. I have one Lego that I got like years ago as a gift. Like years ago, because I was really into Frank Lloyd Wright. Hold on. Yeah, the only Lego I own in adulthood is this, which I still haven't put together, which is Frank Lloyd Wright's iconic building, Falling Water. I think someday I'll do it. Maybe if I have children, I'll make it with my child. But some people have a lot of Lego. That guy hit me? What happened? How many more turns am I buffed up?
プリンス切り裂く
That's it? I got one turn. Oh my god.
プリンス
This is kind of hard. I might need a strat for this. I gotta do hero slash. If I do hero slash every time, I'm gonna run out of mana. That's okay. I have lots of mana. Restore items. Oh, that's not good. This is where you block, I think.
備える プリンス 王者の魂をここに
I gotta figure a better strategy here.
この力で
I have no almighty damage.
諦めるわけには
Convenient?
行くぞそうじゃない
I'd use an item here.
それ落ち着いていこうプリンス切り裂くこの力で
Like, okay, just to review, literally everything he's resistant to, right? Yeah. Okay, this might take me a couple of my Dragon Blood saps, so I should be able to get through this. If I had kids, I would probably give it a phone around the age of 9 to 12 just so they could get used to being bored. That is the most pessimistic thing I've ever heard.
この力で
Here's the real world, kid. Get used to it. It's shit. Most people think people shouldn't get social media for their children until their kids are 16. That's sort of the way things are. That's the way people are talking about it now. It's gonna hurt. Luckily, these turns are little half turns. I actually have to heal here. because he might have a chance to get me with the 350 hit. The 350 hit. I want to check something. I wonder if this does more damage. Ooh. The thing with buffing yourself in a 1v1 is that you waste a turn buffing. How much damage does this do? So the heroic slash does more for less mana. Might die here. I think I'm dead. Nope.
回復が優先よ。
Kind of think using an item is better here. Which is the hard-hitting attack? I kind of forget. This is a little challenging. I did see that. I'm not sure how much is true, stupid, but like, I did see that. Oh fuck. Does this mean I lose? Do I get to start the day over? Or is it just a failed attempt? You can just do it again? Okay. But I waste a lot of items. I think. Do the items count? The only way to find out is what my item, if I have more of the Dragon Blood Sap or not. It's level 11? Okay, let's try that again. Hold on, I gotta, maybe I can change some of my stuff here. Don't I have that new all stat one? All stats plus 8. And then let's look at this. I don't need this. None of these are good. Magic font, I guess? It should technically count, right? Not really. This technically counts if you refund your guy before. Let's try that again. So you just do heroes proving it. Do I even do that? Or do I just do heroic slash every single turn? That's a big difference. 469. I wonder whether I use the buff. I think I do. This is hard. The evasion makes a big difference. I think it's worth it. Instant results.
この力で
And then use Hero's Blessing near the end.
加減はしない切り裂く
So every third turn you use Adventurous Curiosity. Triple dodge? We're living the dream.
この力で
Thank you, thank you. What do I do with this?
加
Just
減は
attack
し
him
ない
more, I guess.
王者の魂をここに
I could technically guard this turn.
王道今こそ守る
So unless I crit,
そうじゃない王者の魂をここに
at least the buffs expire at the start of my next turn, so I get this part here. Oof. Did I die here? Nice dodge. It's hard to figure out what to do. I'm gonna heal here. Healing is much bigger. It's interesting how he gets one turn each. We get one crystal each. It's not good.
やれる行くぞ 加減はしない
This is doable, I think, unless there's some crazy wacky stuff's gonna happen. It's gonna hurt.
行くぞ
Not sure how to do this. This next turn he might kill me.
切り裂く
We got him about a third down, quarter down maybe. So he might kill me here. So next turn he's gonna crit me down to like 100, then I'll use the Dragon Blood Sap. Let's hope I don't die here. I think I should be like... I should have like 80 health left probably. Good guess. So this is where you use the Dragon Blood Sap. Okay, I got a pretty good sense of the tempo here. Nice dodge. Okay, we get some extra turns so we can guard. Maybe if I buff up my... It's tough. You always have to heal after that. Nice dodge, nice dodge. Not one crit. Guess it doesn't count. Nice. Okay, got him to half. Okay, he might kill me this next turn.
プリンス違うのこの力で切り裂く
Without synthesis, I guess you almost have to have like a specific strat for this, or be using like a different class. Ooh, this is bad. No, that's fine. Nice dodge. I still have to heal here. I'm gonna use an item to heal. 300. How much health do I have? 200 is fine, I think.
これを使おう
Okay, this, I should be able to guard through this. Hero's proving. Into one attack.
変はしない
Into guarding.
防御を固める
Cool sword. If I hadn't guarded here, he might have been able to one-tap me. He always just charge into the 350 hit here. That's fine.
この力で
Oma from Hell? What reference is that, Nick? Oh.
行くぞ
Okay, I'm getting there.
プリンス
Yeah, that's true, yeah. It's kind of like the German Nona.
プリンス
You watch out for those eggs. That's a heavy cast iron pan. It's worse than a slipper. Okay, I got him to like 40%. This is a war of attrition. Holy cow. It's hyper. I haven't seen that before. Nice.
加減はしない切り裂く
Okay. He did concentrating last turn, so this is going to give him anything stronger. He's starting to do different spells. Yeah, it's just weird. Okay. I'm a little stressed right now.
行くぞ
So I gotta do, hopefully I survive this turn, and then I can do Dragon's Blood Sap again. Bam. It's a bit of a waste. I got a lot of those from fighting the Trials of the Dragon. I stole one from every single one of them. She got all that egg energy. She knows how to eat traditionally. What's going on here? Doing some new spells here in the second half. I'm stressed about this. Granny's getting crafty. I don't like this at all.
この力で
I wonder if there's a trinket that gives you like cheaper mana costs. Is there? Why am I weak to everything? I'm supposed to be resistant to everything. Do I have to heal here?
王者の魂を
This is
こ
a
こに
risk.
他のやり方はこの力で
This is a heavy risk. I might die here. Oh, nice dodge. Okay.
行くぞそうじゃない加減はしない
Down to a third. I'm not sure what these new moves do though. I'm passively healing up about 5% of my health each turn. Whenever I drink a sparkling water, I think about Abe Simpson being like, "Ah, the bubbles are burning my tongue." What does Abe Simpson say? He's like, "Ah, it's time to feel young again." Then he drinks a cola. He's like, "Ah, the bubbles are burning my tongue." All-time classic.
加減はしない
I've never once missed. I should probably not say that out loud.
強い。はっ
This kind of soda makes me feel young again. Okay, I'm gonna get fucking smoked next turn. He might be able to kill me here. I do have Hero's Cry still. I don't think I should attack here, but I don't want to heal at 434, so there's a chance here I might die. I think I might die here. Yeah. 4 turn, I just got fucked over so hard. I'm doomed. Yeah. Okay, miss this, please. Dodge this. Oh. I wasn't worried for a second. Hi, cutie. The happiest person on the planet is Jake with a week off. I love to see it. I got so stupid. I got so lucky there. Is he doing this every time? Oh no, this is not good. Oh, he's getting 4 turn icons every time. Is this the new hotness? Oh, I'm dead. I'm vet. Dodge this. Oh! If he keeps doing this, I am in unbelievably deep trouble. Is he doing this every time? Soul Cry, that's fine. That's just 2, right? Yeah, we're good. Oh, that was so crazy. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, I am on my heels. I'm not doing any damage. What the fuck? What are you supposed to do here? Oh, it's cool. He's just getting 4 turns every time. Oh. 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 What the fuck is this? Yeah, but I can't kill him in 4 turns. But I think you're probably right that, like, I gotta break the pattern. I gotta break the pattern of trauma here. One of these, he's just gonna kill me. What the fuck? I might be dead here. Oh, that's so ridiculous. What the fuck are you supposed to do there? Okay, get your stuff back. I mean, what the hell, man? You need to have this. Yeah, okay. I get it. I get it. There. I think this will help. Yeah, but 4 turns there wasn't going to kill him. To do once, you have to kind of do it as a desperate gamble. And I guess you could have healed and then defended and then next turn do it too. The other one did 600 something, 650? Okay, yeah, that's gonna change things. Oh, does it do 4 times the damage? Okay, yeah, that should arguably change things. Take that, human, you bitch. Alright, I feel a lot more secure now. You can have 4 turns every time, but it's just mana hungry? I don't... Hold on. I think that you have a reading comprehension problem here. Triangle. Hero's Cry. Adds 4 turn icons, can only be used once per battle. You fucking troll. Wait, I don't have my things updated. I forgot to change my gear. So I have suddenly I don't have my updated gear this time, so I'm not healing for as much. I don't have the right equipment. And I don't have my 30 healing per turn. But I'm doing 4 times more damage. So it should probably work. No, I listen to the rules. And the rules are once per battle. So this is where he's going to start popping off. I might die here. Because I'm at 481. I need some dodges. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine. This is where I'm probably making a mistake here. But I'll continue to greed. Am I still buffed? Yeah. I'm going to continue to greed here. I only hit him twice more. But the problem is... Yeah, he might kill me here. I might have greeded out again. I think we're good. I'm going to use the Dragon Sap here just to make sure everything works out okay. Let's just get this over with, shall we? Ah! Hit him with the Goku? I don't even know how to do it, oh my god. Oh my good lord. Alright, that was kind of excessive. I just had to hit him once anyway, it didn't matter. Anyway, that made a huge difference. Everyone gets experience this time. That's weird. Other battles where it's a one-on-one, other people didn't get buffs from it. Have you thought about how you'd give a child a phone to use? Yeah, I've thought about that a little bit. You probably give them like a really basic phone so they can contact you once they start like going out to like social events and stuff like that, once they hit like high school, junior high school. But it has to be very much like locked and restricted so they don't have like Instagram and TikTok and shit. It's probably like the way people do it. Alright, that was easy. I wasn't worried for a second. Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight you shows there. The audience loved every moment. We finally have a challenger who made it through Gold 1. I'm shaking here, but first, the words of your promise. This is like me in Season 4. Wow, I got it to Gold 1. Incredible. Gambler's Manual. It's supposed to be really good. And here's a little something in the house. We do love to make sure our combatants know they're appreciated. An Overlord Sash. Did you notice that enemy's a human? If the enemy had been anyone but Shinji, I hate to think what could have happened. A human, ha, even your jokes are gold tier, a human. There's no way someone would bring a human to the call. Wait, are you serious? Do we look like we're lying? So who brought that thing? You said someone donated, didn't you? Probably Zorba? I don't know, he showed up at the Blue one night. He covered his face in cloth, and I couldn't even tell what tribe he was. All he said was they like to give the Colosseum a monster of incredible power, the likes of which nobody had ever seen. Then he left. How are you guys, like, keeping that monster in there this whole time? I don't know, a single soul who could cage and control a human like that, but without clues is a dead end. Is it Louis? You think it was Louis? How was my idea so pessimistic from that viewpoint? What was pessimistic is you said... I would probably give a kid a phone at the age of 9 to 12 just so they get used to being bored. You're like, well, you know, everyone's just unimaginative and using phones when they're bored anyway, so I might as well get my child used to it, ruining them at an early age. That's very pessimistic. You're saying the things you hate the most are the phone culture that you were then going to enable with a 9-year-old. Gamble manual increases your crit damage by 2 times? What? I don't know a single soul who could cage and control a human like that, but that includes a dead end. I'm so sorry. No such things as free lunches there. Damn it all. I promise we'll never fall for that one again. I swear. Alright.
Yes.
I still only get 4 points of courage. We'll be having you take on a truly decisive battle. Your opponent will be the Colosseum's most powerful beast, the Guptoron. Its strength is incomparable to Guptorons you can fight elsewhere. You'll have to take it out quickly like you did in the certification battle for a match to go down to Colosseum history. I can't wait. Nice. This is the finale? The rank's not that high, actually. Let's see what these new trinkets do. Well, it's got to be better than facing a human, but they wouldn't throw anything but their heaviest hitter at us this late in the game. Let's gear up and get ready to smash this thing. You're already an amazing warrior. You got this. Sick. How sick, actually. Is it nighttime? 4 days left, yeah. Ugh. Do not try to die. Is that what you said? Do try not to die or do not try to die? There's still that final fight left for the rank league at the Coliseum in Brylehaven. That's one, is it? They wouldn't save it for the last if it wasn't tough, but I bet we could handle it. I say we go. We got plenty of expenses coming up, so I wouldn't mind earning a nice payout. Not my usual type of performance, but I'll impress it all the time. We actually don't have any expenses left. I shall give it my best as well. Alright. It's a blight, so we can't do it today. What the fuck? Maybe it's not blighting there, hopefully. Oh. So I've been making my, next time you each got to try using Hero Cry twice. Is there a bug in the game? So for breakfast lately for, my newest meme for breakfast is I'm no longer making like a tortilla with refried beans. I'm making, Kenji Lopez alts. This is what I've been doing for my classic breakfast lately. Every morning. I'm having so much fun. It's, where is it? This is my play lately. You make a breakfast sandwich. You make a breakfast sandwich where you like grill a slice of pea meal bacon and English muffins.
Slice of Canadian bacon that's ready to go. So we'll get that onto our bun here. All right, so now I'm going to go cook my eggs.
Check this out.
So my espresso machine preheated. Actually hot enough to make espresso with, which we will do. Get the steam going.
That's an egg
so
and butter.
Steam directly into the egg. All right. All right. Oops.
Boom.
Over
Scrambled egg in 45 seconds in the espresso wand.
So now at this point, we're going to purge our wand.
It's so sick.
So I'm honest, because you're adding steam and air to them as you cook them, they come out sort of with the texture of hard-cooked eggs. I mean, they are fully scrambled, you know, so they're fully hard-cooked, but they are much lighter.
It's actually
and
super good.
more tender and moist. Than,
I also have that same Kewpie
standard,
mayonnaise bottle that he has.
Hard-boiled egg. So they really make this nice, light, soft texture. So that's a single egg that kind of expanded until...
And every single time I do it, I'm so absurdly pleased with myself for making a scrambled egg in 45 seconds. You have to make sure you don't add very much butter, though, because if you add too much butter, the butter is just like melted and drips out, it doesn't combine. But using, I mean, that guy's espresso machine is nicer than mine, but it's still really fun to make a scrambled egg in like 40 seconds for a breakfast sandwich. So all you do is you like pan fry the bacon or broil it, and then make sure like the English muffins are nice and toasty, and then you make that scrambled egg and put it on top. It's like breakfast in like 5 or 6 minutes total. It's so great. No, I understand what you're saying, that like you might as well give people like, it's like if there's a kid who doesn't get any like television at home, they're sort of like always like a slightly weirdly adjusted kid. But like there's a lot of times where parents out of sheer laziness give their kid who's like fucking 2 or something, or like 6, a tablet or a phone to keep them occupied so they're quiet. And these kids literally, there's starting to be studies to show that their like brains are growing more slowly and have less like myelin than kids who actually get like a childhood. You know what I mean? It's so easy to be unimaginative and lazy and be like, well, everyone has a phone, so just give the kid a phone. But it's like a deeply, like you're like literally letting your child down by being that unimaginative and giving them stuff that like they're are like going to hit their brain's dopamine centers at a level that they're like not equipped or personally self-disciplined enough to handle. You're like doing a disservice to them, honestly. Okay, got my little thing. Let's see. Is there a Coliseum today? So I know I need Pierce. We can do it. Nice, great. Okay, so I'll go to the Gauntlet Runner. Get my daily snacks. At this point, this 100 XP is so lazy. I could repeat it in a more simple way. Every parent who like gives their kid a phone to like keep the kid occupied, or thinking that everyone is using a phone anyway so the kids get used to it, at the same time you're like legitimately altering and warping your kid's brain chemistry too early, affecting their attention span. And there are some studies that are literally indicating that it's like lowering their like the volume of their brain matter because it's too stimulating. There's like a Louis C.K. bit that's like, next time your kid's watching like morning cartoons, step over them and turn the TV off, watch the way they react, and tell me if you think that's a good thing for them to be doing. So like, once they're like an adult with their own life, sure, then allow them to, at that point, they're gonna learn the ways that like most of this technology is like legitimately bad for you if abused. But to give it to them when they're so young that they're unequipped to have any sort of control over it and are just basically subject to stimulation is like legitimately shortchanging your child's like ability to develop. Every single parent I see walking like down the street, like that mom going for a walk with her kid, like in the baby stroller or something like that, and there's like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old looking at a phone. Fuck that parent. What are you doing? Okay, do I want to change anything? I did kind of want to change some of this equipment. Now that I have the whole party, I don't really think I need to. This is such a good piece of gear though. Whatever, let's see how it goes. All right, bring it on. I need the Pierce skills that Hulkenberg has. Heisenberg. He's a big boy. So this guy's supposed to be harder than that one-on-one human fight? He's like a Giga Minotaur. I like that. He's weak to ice and Pierce. This is a one-on-one? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that part is like... I understand parenting's hard, but like... if you don't make the habits to make like life sustainable, you're just like... I think a lot of parents, more than they say, it's only like my closest friends who like admit the way they feel sort of bad about phone time. Either for themselves or their child. We're all just sort of fucked at this point. Alright, I did not know this is a one-on-one. Holy shit. I don't have any Pierce. I don't have any ice. Well, let's see what happens. I didn't know this is a one-on-one. Did they even say that? I don't think they did. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Good sign. Okay.
プリンスタギレ魔力
Get fucked. 4 hits. Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right.
プリンス
Hold on. Wait, why am I so buffed?
王者の
That's fine.
魂をここにこの力で
Hold on. Wait, stop.
少ない戦いをする加減はしない
Okay, if I actually have to try it, I have to do 2 straight turns.
プリンスこの力でたぎれ魔力王者の魂をここにプリンスまだ耐える
Watch him just one-shot me here. Oh my god. 7 crystals? Look. Back to school, kiddo.
これで
Easy peasy. I think you might be thinking of the item that gives 4... I think you might be thinking of that item like that you get in the Lord of the Lake. That one probably is spammable. There might be other skills that give 4 turn icons that are spammable, but in terms of his Hero's Cry, it states that it is not. Nice.
また強くなったよ
So here's a question. The severe physical almighty damage from his heroic slash and the royal slash, does that scale with magic or strength? I read something early on when I was playing the game that like magic and luck are the only skills that are really worth putting a lot of points into, because everything else you get naturally, and those are the ones that scale best. Luck is crit, was sort of irrelevant. Luck is more item drops, which is good, and luck is also less turns of being under debuffs. I think Juna's magic is higher than mine. Holy shit. The Cup Torn has finally been defeated. In a matter of moments, you're an undeniable legend. I know. You really did it. Today's fight will be carved into the history of the Varmarino Coliseum. You're the king of this place. Did I get an achievement for getting my prince to max rank? I don't think I did. Yggdrasil crown. That's probably a lot of magic plus magic. Never imagine what we get pulled into when we signed up for this rank league thing. We even got a human thrown into the mix. Oh yes, that. I'm still very sorry, but if you wouldn't mind keeping that to yourselves, I'm grateful to you. You did so much more than get the audience cheering. I wonder if that was Louis trying to get us assassinated in the arena. There's a whole new air of excitement to this place. If you don't mind my saying so, before you came to the Coliseum was, well, let's just say it was mostly the type who enjoyed the sport of watching a Geptoron rip people to shreds. The Carthaginian hordes! But when you showed up and started winning your way up the ranks at that, you restored some dignity to this place. People came to watch a true warrior fight, and they left inspired by your bravery. We never could have imagined that not so long ago. Oh, you're really pouring your heart out, aren't ya? Yeah, you got me there. I'm not one to get all weepy and ramble on, but there's clearly no one in the Coliseum who can stand against you, and I don't think there's anyone more deserving of the crown. I won every match in the rank league. It's apparently had a good impact on the Coliseum, too. Well, I guess we should hit the road. Let's fight just like we did here until the very end. You're good with that, O King of the Coliseum? Sure. We caked up. I think I just heard an achievement noise. So what do we do? Just spend the rest of the time in the bathhouse? I have no idea what to do with myself now. Any suggestions? Just take baths with all my teammates? Oh, I gotta check my new gear.
どうする
Got a lot of gold things now. Radiant Crystal at +8 stats. Chain of Bonds. This is good. Eases conditions on skills that require multiple members of the same archetype. I don't understand what that means. Overlord Sash increases the MP cost and strength of synthesis. Oh, this is a way that you like. Have I checked the Rich Town that sells gold equipment? I did. All of the weapons are like 377 strength, where these endgame weapons are 425. So unless I'm missing something, it's not really worth it. It's good to get early, but at this point, no. Doubles critical hit damage. This is so crazy. Full Moon Metal. I read that. 2 regeneration bells. Should be 1 or 2 more gold ones, right? Radiant Crystal. That's it. What was the other thing I got? Oh, it's in here. Yggdrasil Crown. Oh, that's so good. Wow. Well, time to hit the bathhouse, boys. Go to the opera, but it's just royal. The opera is just royal virtues, right? Right? I don't need that. It's all just like, you know, we've had a long journey. Oh, yeah. Get a little culture? Solo bath? What the fuck? This reminds me of Suikoden. One game that I'm guaranteed to play this winter, or actually March, which is technically spring, is Konami is releasing a remastered version of Suikoden 1 and 2, which comes out in early to mid-March. I'm 100% playing that. Like, the only game that's a guarantee in the next 4 months is that game. I'm starting to tremble. Surrender to the heat. So I think I said that last time. Why is there fruit in the hot water? That's really weird. I have to tinkle right back. Three days left. I guess I can do the gauntlets. I forgot to do that. I forgot that I have 2 more gauntlets to do. Dia Franco. Oh, this is cool. I never actually noticed the shop before. This is cute. All right, so next is I just bought P3R and 9 souls. Oh yeah. What's 9 souls?
うまそうだな。ふざけるな。
さてどうする？
So tomorrow I'll do any purchasing. But for now, back to the Coliseum.
どこにしようか。
行こっか。
何か用か？何にする？
わかったわ。
この戦い負けられない。
Wait, I'm doing it alone? God damn it. Why is my party just me? I should have seen from the bottom of the map. I saw just me. I was like, that can't be right. They wouldn't automatically slot me into this for the whole thing.
今こそ。
Alright, bud.
これで。
Wait a minute. Does that mean that I No. There's no way that, like, the Gut Toron was, like, accidentally a one-on-one, right? I can't do this. It's gonna take forever.
行くぞ。
Oh my god.
まだ耐える。
God damn it. Do you understand how long it's gonna be for this to be over?
この局面なら先よろしく。
だからね、隊長。
So stupid.
この局面なら頼むよ。
低下してるよ。
No, they just removed my party unilaterally for those last gauntlets. No, for the last Coliseum fights.
先。
I enjoyed my lightsaber though. It was pretty sweet.
体が重い。やれる。
回復が優先よ。
先よろしく頼むよ。
体力が
諦めるわけには。
回復が優先よ。
ところで。
不安に向き合う。
Oh, whoops. Where are my buddies? My bad.
どうする？
Switch it up and use the other ones. Nah, but it's fucking crazy that she can't use the Royal Dancer. That's so stupid that she can't use that. The Yggdrasil Crown? It's probably fine.
何か用か？何にする？
わかったわ。
Okay, 2 more of these. I don't think these really will matter. Pierce and no.
これぞ我らが秘技
私の力あなたの大技いくわよ。
頼んだよ。
Got a bit greedy there. Yeah, The Witcher's up there. Witcher 3, even though it's supposed to be like an incredible game, is sort of up there with like what's it called? Like it's just gonna be it's gonna take me so long to play.
違うな はっ一戦
この力で風特性はダメよ。やってやるんだから攻めて。いやもうついてきなさい。使いこなして
This is a much worse party for doing this.
ちょっとこれも作戦よ。皆さんと一緒なら。
頼んだよ。数協力しよう。
頼みます。天に命中。
ユージフの身のこなし思ったよりやるな
Okay, this is gonna be way longer. I bounced off Witcher 1 and 2 a lot when I would just like pirate games randomly and try them all the time. Witcher 3 I like the idea of, but like doesn't always necessarily
これぞ我らが秘技
I don't always get like massively
合わ
tempted
せてもらおう
to play something that extensive. Kill any of them? 2 of them? Nice. Oh, that was easy. That was a good one. We got a lot of one-shots here. I might just do Danse Macabre every time and see how many I can wipe up. This is gonna take me much longer. I'm much more mana hungry.
見せてやろうで参る一刀にする
There we go. Cyberpunk I really enjoyed. Cyberpunk is like one of my most enjoyable games, like of the past 5 years. Both playthroughs. I did the same playthrough basically twice, just with like the new skills from the expansion.
壊す攻撃が弱点。
Just strike.
冷静にいかんとな合わせてくれ
探して。
任せたよ。
特別に踊ってあげるわ。マスクドハンター。ちょっと大技いくわよ。お先どうぞ。これも氷属性の力と呼ぶ皆さんと一緒して。
力を合わせて。落ち着いていこう。力を貸して。
やっちゃいなさい。
Okay. I mean, like, apparently, like, with Blood and Wine, and, like, the entire story of it is, like, one of the most exceptional games in terms of side quests, and, like, how that impacts the story and everything ever. I do find the combat sort of, like, a little boring.
一刀にする油断するな
さすがだね。
ついてきなさい。
歌姫の異名伊達じゃないな
This guy we do just fire?
ここまで力を合わせましょう。サマナ召喚。
Okay, we're really fucking popping people now. I know these guys are relatively weak, but still.
私のやれるようになってきたのでしょうか。
I think for the gold gauntlet, we'll get a ton of experience.
こいつは光属性が弱点みたい。
これぞ我らが秘技合わせてもらおうザとどめを頼む
助かったわ。いいたね。その調子。
Wind and
大
light.
技いくわよ。浄化。
God, there's so much damage. Yeah, I mean, that's like... I know, I think I really would enjoy Witcher 3, honestly. But I'm just, I don't know. It's really hard to, like... something as difficult as just... Sometimes with how many games I've been playing, the ones that are much longer become harder to anticipate. Or maybe you just need to stumble into them like I did this one. But a lot of it's really great. I think it's a little fiddly and I think it's a little dinky and fiddly with like all the elixirs and potions and like various things you do to buff your character. That doesn't really get me going too much, but I know what you mean though, that like FromSoft's like level of challenge makes that some people who get into Dark Souls games really at that point only like Dark Souls games. Can you get enchants on ranged weapons? Where? He's gonna start passing his turns. Start using Danse Macabre. Oh yeah. What these guys weak to? Just strike? She's a strike. Isn't she? No. One shot him. Hey, there we go. Can you get enchants on ranged weapons? Scopes? Is that all that you can do? At least in the early expansions? I'm not sure actually. One of them died. Okay, we're blazing on through this. It's a little more expensive than before, but it was nice to do the bronze gauntlet to start the day. On my server, scopes were so expensive. Even like the ones that are like 150 engineering were still like ludicrously pricey. I think if your Danse Macabre doesn't kill anyone, you lose a bunch of turns. Danse Macabre is by Camille Saint-Saëns and is one of my like favorite sort of like lesser known classical songs. Oh, these fuckers. I shouldn't have skipped that one. I'm actually not even sure what that animation looks like. We're getting actually like decent income here. Not much, but some. Most of the income we got was from that final fight. I think actually I did the Guptoron fight by myself accidentally, and I could have had my team with it because my whole team got experience. I don't know. It's really weird. I think it's because they're so rare. Maybe the amount of gear they take. I'm not sure. Didn't one shot him there. Skills are, those summon skills are pretty good, man. I should have the I should be using the trinket where my syntheses only take one turn.
属性はダメよ。他の手段を探して。
さあ観念せよ。
合わせましょう。ここまで衝撃の弱点よ。マスクドダンサー。マグラを集中。全皆さんと一緒なら。
任せたよ。
This one's kind of cracked. This is working really well every time. It's a 6 spell, man.
恥ずかしくない戦いをする。プリンス一緒に行こう。
頼んだわよ。
We still got a lot of weapons. I think it's because people don't want hunters to enjoy their lives, because it's already so easy to be a hunter when you're soloing, that they want you to, you know, they don't want hunters to be happy, basically. Like every hunter gun or something like that is like so.
力を合わせて。
さすがの胆力だ。
使いこなしてみせます。女王の魂よ。私に力を。先生、出番です。
That's an amazing spell. What?
恥ずかしくない戦いをする。
Wind, dark, or
王者の魂
pierce?
をここに行くぞ。
One shot him. How long is the duration on the bid?
あくびが出ちゃうよ。
Do you have like a thing on your? Do you have a thing on your auctionator or auctioneer that'll like estimate how much time is left?
任せる。
合わせましょう。
やれ。
全力を勝利のために行きます。ビッシル。
There we go. This isn't really much more income than before. I guess this is sort of like mid-game stuff.
先に頼む。
甘く見ない方がいいわよ。
Only
合
two
わ
of
せ
them?
ましょう。
この力を。
集中。ビッシル。
Not too hard. That's a crazy thing about the summon. It's so like you're so flexible.
壊す攻撃が弱点よ。いけ
これが
そう。
得策だ。
王者の魂をここに。酔い闇。勝利のために。
やろう。大丈夫。力を貸して。
頼んだわよ。
These prince like almighty sword spells are like extremely easy mode.
次も自
We'll
信
take
を持って
that.
いこう。
Why does it never finish the scanning of the items? Is it like a bug in it or something like that, or does it take too long?
先に頼む。
ついてきなさい。
やれ。
力を合わせましょう。ビッシル。
Okay, so I figured out the ways this is easy. A lot of times before it was like Stroll just like doing slash one shots on everyone because they all had like 100 health.
これが得策だ。
合わせましょう。
頼んだよ。
さすがの胆力だ。
協力お願いします。
I look to see which one is
ここまでしなくてもいかないから。
wind or dark.
力を合わせましょう。ハマナ。召喚。
Actually, I don't think I've seen that one yet.
これで終わりです。
落ち着いていこう。
十分
協力しよう。
頼んだわよ。
Just use that to one shot everyone at the same time anyway.
歌でも歌いたい気分だわ。
Is it because there's some like late game raid that needs them?
先に頼む。
力を貸して。
この力を
残り1
さすがの胆力だ。
正直か。
Is weak to ice?
これではなんと力を合わせましょう。考えの使いこなしてみせます。はあ。
1600. All right.
私もやれるようになってきたのでしょうか。
This is annoying for the first battle too, till I kind of figure out what my new stuff is.
任せる。
合わせましょう。
力を合わせて
集中。もっと使いこなしてみせます。私のすべてをこれに。最後の詰め。
恥ずかしくない準備万端だ。
強い。
お願いです。
So free, man.
意外とあっけなかったです。
Oh wow, you can use those in BGs.
さあ観念せよ。
Mind?
任せる。
力を貸して。
この力を
この調子で。
すごいよジュラ。
ビッシュル。
Have I seen this one yet? Hi. Early on, when I first started using that spell, I thought that was actually what Yufa looks like in like some sort of like Unleash mode, but I realized it's just that one character. That's crazy. Imagine being a rogue and this guy's resisting your thing because he's rich. Just trying to enjoy your weekends.
任せる。
一人じゃないのかな。さあ終幕よ。
But the elixir goes out when you die, right? What's up, buddy? Which of these work on this guy? This is the one? Okay. There's always something. Pew, 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 pew. I'm trying to find the last possible things to do in this game before it ends in 2 days in game. All we're doing is like Coliseum bouts. You know what those are like. This guy knows about Coliseums.
やろう
Okay, let's see the Undead King. Some of these summons are sick. Oh, it's this guy. There it is. That is an unreal spell. Did you read about like the... Did you read about the stuff for season 15? Baron push to 25 minutes. A new creature at 20 minutes that spawns. That gives you like permanent buffs that like increase your ability to like get stuff from like epic monsters. Also changing teleport. That between the channel of teleport and the travel time, it's like 8 seconds across the map. And did you see the Baldur's Gate 3 announcement yesterday? Wait, that's not Anne. That's Vulgar doing Anne's emote. I got baited. God damn it. No one ever uses that. No one uses Konsha except I got baited so hard there. Holy shit. Anyway, Baldur's Gate added a new subclass for every single race. For every class is a new subclass. Every single one. Unreal. Patch 8. A year and a half after the game came out almost. I'm on 100% autopilot for this and I'm here for it. That's the classic. There's a guy named Master Dub 1 who is like yet another Valheim friend who I haven't seen in a while. I hope he's doing alright. I'm not sure he is. And he would bust out the "Hey guys." Yeah, that's the one you do when the streamers were yapping too much about something they're not very smart about, I think. That's my interpretation of the Bob Ross one. She got a triple auto kill there. A rare treat. This is so free. Why, is it because of that rune you're talking about?
一刀に尽く最後だ。
鮮やかな
さすがだね
一人じゃないんだから
やろう
残り3分だ。あともうちょっと。ビッシュ
Yeah, isn't there a rune that like lowers ultimate cooldown upon takedowns and then increases the damage of it as well? There's also a lot more runes. Wards are getting more health, but only if you have the rune. And it's for jungle wards. It's for opposing jungle wards. Alright, that was mad easy.
よし
These gauntlets are weird. You don't get anything for them. Yeah, there's two different ones that like help with vision, which is good because they said they're removing zombie ward and the ghost poro. That whole column with zombie ward, ghost poro, and eyeball collection they're removing, which is good. Eyeball collection is like one of the most boring ones. Back to the hushed honeybee. Okay, now the actual hard one's coming up.
行こっか。
Okay.
どうするどうする
See if this is good enough for all this. I don't think I'm judging this partially from like things that like guys like Riot August have said when they're streaming. I don't think at pro play or at a high level there'll ever be assassin metas ever, because they get killed in like an instant whenever there is one, because nothing is worse than playing against like OP Talon or Zed or stuff like that. At a pro level, assassins never get used, and people who are like one tricks will always use them to like climb well. But like I think that like even if that is the case for a little bit at the beginning of the season when it's kind of wild, like no one ever is happy about assassin metas like in history. What's this guy weak to? Ice and Strike.
一緒に行こ
So just turn your brain off and use Royal Sword.
う行け
Ooh, these guys are tanky. This actually might be hard.
存分にやる。
30 rounds of this? This is sick. Mage Assassin is still good in pro play? Like, who do you mean? Who's a Mage Assassin to you?
悪はただ
闇属性はダメよ。
Ice and Strike
合わせ
only.
ていくぞこのは考えさせ防御して様子見だ
死の近いなすべきこと
This is actually be 30 fights.
体が重い
シュルケンベルグ。
準備万端だ
固まってるよ。
頼んだぞ
俺に続きな。もっと違うのが来い。
Such a ridiculous spell.
手加減はなしだ覚悟はいいか力を合わせて思ったより耐える
That was not worth it. That was a bad move. Yeah, Akali is good in pro play, but mostly it's true. Silas, I guess, kind of counts. Silas is kind of closer to a bruiser.
そこだ。倒しきれんか。
大丈夫
Usually those metas happen when... Usually those metas happen in pro play when, like... champs like a Azir aren't quite that strong, because Azir just, like, always gets like pro play viability.
覚悟しちげえなすまねえ残っちまった貴族として責務は果たすさ
I'm starting this over. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, LeBlanc is a good counter pick, but mostly LeBlanc seems to be now like mostly LeBlanc seems to be sort of like if you're good at LeBlanc, you play LeBlanc.
派手に行こうじゃねえか
You know what I mean?
合わせていくぞ
This guy's kind of hard.
あいつ仲間と共にこれではダメだ闇属性はダメよ行くぞ私はここだ
数力を貸して連携すればまだ耐える
Karthus gets played in like super farm jungle metas, but he didn't seem to get played this year when, for the first time basically ever, AP junglers were viable. It was basically just Brand Zyra, and then a bit of like Maokai, Ivern, etc. It was surprising that Karthus never came out. I think because Karthus is a little too easy to kill. That would be my assumption. He's not like the best duelist, he's just like a super carry if you can just stay in the jungle. But I don't think that works so well for pro play. Ari got a lot of play this year. Akali got a little. Akali mostly got played because she's good against... I said something wrong, but Akali mostly gets played when like... Because she's good against Azir. I think she's good against Orianna, who's getting play. At the beginning of Worlds, there was a lot of Syndra, but Syndra kind of fell off. A lot of champs will cause bad ban base because of CDR. A lot of champ will bad ban base on CDR. What? Karthus is really fun if you're playing jungle though.
もっといい手が連携しようこれしか他のやり方は
弱点は雷属性
頼むよ
よ
俺に続きなちょっと俺好みの技だぜ
One thing is, all of his things do single target damage. Or a lot of them do. Oh my god.
この力なら頼んだよ
Karthus is good if you're playing solo queue, because you can just stay in the jungle, get like CDR, get like alt CDR, and just like power farm to such a point where like, the thing I realized is Karthus is one of those guys that by the time you're like level 13 to 15 to like obviously 16, he's so ridiculous, man. Ice and wind.
協力しよう
存分にやれ
I probably have the wrong like skills inherited here as well.
楽しくなってきたぜ
正義のために
追撃いけるよ
協力頼む 往生際が悪い
If I got a crit there, I could have killed him, I think. The biggest, like,
皆の力を貸してくれ
to me, by far the most overrated champion at Worlds this year was Nocturne.
見せてやれ
Nocturne got a lot of play this year at Worlds, but I thought he was so bad. People not ulting to like level 12 or something, like all this shit is so bad.
王者の
He'll
魂
get.
をここに
I'm not gonna start now.
いや加減はしないちょっと待った備える
Oh, I got an accident. Oops.
頼むよ
一緒に騒ごうぜ落ちろ
貴族として
やるぞ
任せたよ
The thing to me that's the most tragic about G2's Nocturne Oriana's session is how much worse G2 looked when Caps was on Ori. Like, Caps is obviously very good at most things, but Caps has to be like really like empowered on the team, you know what I mean? And so a champ like Ori is good, but like Ori isn't like playmaking herself really. They just look really, really like castrated when Caps is like, Caps to me is like a Silas player, things like this, like roam to lanes, do these really impressive duels. Like he's legitimately like fire ice. Oh fuck. Caps to me is like as good as like almost any Eastern player in like terms of like one-on-one mechanics and stuff like that. So at him to like when he plays like one of those like melee carries that are so flashy that someone like Zeka would play, God, he looks so good. So it's always a shame when he plays something like that. So it's crazy. I don't know. I thought it was really surprising they got rid of Mickey X for Labrov. Like that to me is like a really weird play. Maybe they just thought like Mickey was like being lazy or something. Like Labrov looked good on BDS, but like I still don't think he's that guy. And I understand getting rid of Yike, even though Yike literally won like what 5 out of 6 splits that he played in, plus all those like bullshit champions and everything. So obviously he had like a really good start. And who did they get again? Who's the new Jisoo jungler? They got like some new guy, Skewmond or something like that, who's like another next rookie. That should be all right. But it's just another, kind of a random chance. I don't really get why they did that. Maybe he's insane. I don't know. Okay, this guy's this guy again. I forgot about this guy. How did I beat this guy before? That's nothing. How did I always beat this guy before? Unending strike damage? Pretty bad. He's gonna toast me here. I didn't kill him though, which is good. I don't like that. How do I remember I was fighting this guy a lot in the other area, but the thing was before I think I had a slightly different team. It's not good, man. Should have tanked there. Can't do much damage to this guy. Oh, fuck me. That was so crazy. No one's dead though.
楽しくなってきたぜ。ぶっ飛ばす。合わせていくぞ。この王者の力、この身に宿れ。叩き切る。
みんな体力少ない。
いいよ、我々の結束を。
It's really ugly dog barking going outside.
プリンセス。癒やしの力よ。
悪いな。
助かった。さすがだな。
ベルセルク。
Alright, Toast, let's see a crit.
貴族として
ファイター。
Can I kill him here? Crit, give me a crit. There we go. Nice, that was close.
この調子でいこう。
8 battles. This is kind of painful.
協力しよう。頼む。
So I wonder why these guys are weak to wind, but the birdies aren't. You gotta just hope the Moldy Lich doesn't like kill one of your guys with Death Scythe.
協力しよう。プリンス。立て直す。
悪いな。
感謝する。
I gotta redo my teleport. Hold on. Forgot about this. It's been a while.
今日これに続きな。やめベルセルク。一緒に騒ごうぜ。
攻撃が弱点だね。
This is weak to Pierce, huh? We don't have a whole lot of Pierce.
頼む。
But these guys are pretty easily bullyable. All the birds, generally speaking, I'm not sure where their real advantage are. They're always a little bit too easy to kill. This should give me some actually respectable HP.
準備万端だ。ちょっとこの局面なら。
派手に行こうじゃないか。
Weak to nothing but ice. A little bit of a problem I have here is this purely physical group has not been that effective.
これ式。せっそこだ。大丈夫。まだ耐える。
ベルセルク。ちげえな。
That was good. You didn't do the gold one?
朝飯前ってやつだね。
I mean, now that I've done a third of it, I probably have seen all of the different types of groups. Like, there's probably not too many surprises at this point.
見せてやる。
さすがの力だ。
One of the guys dodges every time.
せっそこだ。大丈夫。やっまだ耐える。
Like, I think these also like don't really give you a reward. This is just basically like the most income you can get. It's probably just the most income you can get at this point in terms of what I'm gonna do for these last days. I mean, like, sustain-wise, we're doing alright. We're almost halfway through. There's a week of lightning.
落ち着こう。頼むよ。
やるぜ。しびれあと2つ。
最善をつ
俺に続け。
違うんじゃないか。
協力頼む。
この力を。
Berserker is the one who's losing the most mana.
挑む相手を間違えたな。
みんなを助けなきゃ。
Yeah, it's just weird that they don't give you like a reward for these gauntlets. Maybe there's gonna be a reward when I finish all 3 gauntlets. That's what I'm hoping for here.
攻撃が弱点だね。
Fire and Pierce.
力を貸して。行け。
ベルセルク。一緒に騒ごうぜ。ここは抑えて。
貴族
この力なら。
考えさせてくれ。
行くぞ。見よ。我々
They don't have a whole lot of Pierce.
恥ずかしくない戦いを宣言しよう。存分にやれ。
This does the job here. Yeah, from what you're saying, like the final dungeon is going to be like so thorough
この調子でいく。
that I don't think like this extra XP is dud. But like, I mean, what else am I going to do? Just like sleep through the day and like nap?
協力しよう。
Let's see it.
輝け。
Oh, these guys coming out. Haven't seen the boys in a while. At some point, I'm gonna have to resustain my mana. It's mostly the Berserker. I mean, I could change my team, but it's not really gonna work that way because it's like you can't switch out every time.
連携しよう俺頼むよ
派手に行こうじゃねえか
行けすごいな
Easy? Ton of money for those guys. Oh, there's a first level up from all these things. It's crazy. All right, this is good. We're starting to get the sense of it here a little bit.
魂をここに輝け
さすがだな。やるときは
さて
上下くらえ
行くぞ違うな
風属性はダメよ。
一緒に行こう加減はしない
Can't beat him with this.
そうじゃない この力で
They're a little lazy here.
次もよろしくドイツからぶちのめす
手加減はなしだ
相手をよくなすべきことのために
Better. Gotta kind of lean on other people's manas for a bit. We're over halfway done, right?
いつもこういったもんだ
That's 18, yeah. Okay, so these guys reflect all stuff, so you have to use this basically.
輝け最後まで油断た悪くないない
つ来いちょっと待てようらうら
みんなくらえ
I should have actually used her turn to restore mana with a dumpling. Keep us going a little while longer there, because we had definitely some free turns. Okay, we're getting close to an archetype level with most of these fellers. Not this guy again. So Ice and Pierce.
なんたらの魂様よぶっ飛ばす
So expensive.
合わせていくぞ王者の力この身に宿れ切り捨てる
相手によ我々の結束を突破する
Oh, strike, my bad.
やれるよ節約しないと頼むよ
来い潰れろ
最善を尽くさないと
はあ
いやダメだ
協力頼む
違うな
手加減はなしだどう
状況を確認するナイトかかってくるがいい
So he's gonna pump her full of needles. Assumably here. I just travel somewhere and doing activities in the Gauntlet Runner. Yeah, I don't think the... To me, it seems like those stats, like the plus MP or whatever, are just so low.
これは
Oh, I didn't know we were like debuffed here.
楽しくなってきたぜなんたらの魂様よベルセルクぶっ飛ばす
I just found those stats, like, the amount of stats they gave just seemed so low
他のや
that it didn't seem like worth it to me. Like just, all it is HP MP, right? That's so unimaginative.
成長したぜ
All right, 2/3 done.
プリンセス輝け最後まで油断大挙
Oh shit. Oh, what am I doing? Fucking brain off. Who is this guy?
残り1体あともう
先に行ってくれ
王道今こプリンセスちょっと待った
斬撃はつかないみたい
王者の魂をここに
月攻撃は効かないよ
連携しよう
God, this is so messy. What a waste that is.
やれるようになってきたのかな行くぞ光よ
These are yawners. These ones in the
さすがだな
what What the?
ベルセルク食らいやがれ
Those ones, these ones, and like the flying birds and bees ones are pretty easy. Only the lava mandula is hard. Maybe the lava mandula is at 1, 10, and 20.
プリンセス光よ
Okay, he restores mana.
楽勝だぜ
Alright, the end is nigh.
王者の魂をここに
任せた
I gotta restore his mana though. Okay, we're at 24 now, right? It's starting to get a lot easier. It was the case with the other ones too. You eventually kind of like realize the moves you should be doing for each person. So the guess works out.
輝け
This is nice, even though Spell White is weak to the same thing.
いいぞ
ドイツからぶちのめす最善を尽くす
Okay, now you heal his mana.
空よありがとうせっそこだ
Give him the old stabby stabby. There we go. Those mage lights and faith whites are scary. When they were in one of the towers, it was like literally the hardest, like one of the hardest semi-bosses in the game.
先よろしく
正義のためにこの剣を振るう
受けろこの一投残り2つ状況を確認うまくいったせっそこだ
These are really
恥ずかしく
squishy.
ない戦いをはっ最後だ
You should be able to one-tap this. Especially if you crit some nice. I love it. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that, so I'm pretty close to doing it. Everyone's at 17.
自信を持っていこう
So, that plus the other items. I'm gonna make sure I have that before, what's this called? I assume, is that the... Remember the skill the 4th dragon used on us to one-shot everybody? I saw that Shinji has that as one of his prince skills, but it requires some specific item. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's that, but we'll find out.
最後だ
いいぞ隊長
やるときはやるね
What the hell? Jerk. This guy's out here hitting me for fucking 50. It's because he dodged the wind gust. Jerk. Thousand. Damn. All right, 3 more. This has gotten a lot easier over time. So what's the deal? What is this gargoyle immune to?
やるときはやるね
俺に続きな待てよ
斬撃は効かないみたい
頼むわ貴族はあ合わなそうだな
攻撃は効かないよ
任せた
状況を確認するが有効だね
行くぞ強雷の力よ
Alright, it's fine. Okay, 2 people at 18. Huge.
協力しよう
Only Alentolf.
見せてやるあと一つさすがだな
This guy's weak only to fire.
続きな
炎属性を狙いましょう
He's got a regeneration bell, that's pretty sick. Oh my god, what the? Basilios, leave him alone! I kinda didn't need to use a mana spell there. Those guys are pretty squishy. Alright, here comes the finale. This got way easier over time. Fire and Pierce? Can you just bust our nut? Oh, I know what I can do.
王者の魂をここに この力なら
What is it? Just fire and pierce?
合わせていくぞ任せてよ合わせてくれ
Nope.
我が剣
Alright. I've been listening to like it's been driving me crazy, but I've been listening to a lot of like Summoning Inside and other shows that kind of talk about like the Zeus to Hanwha Life Esports thing. And I suppose the two things, yeah, I mean, all the people who are like, a lot of people who are T1 fans, I like watching T1 succeed. I think it's a really great story, and I've watching them like kind of bring it together each year and play really beautiful League of Legends has been really, really enjoyable. And I'm not on social media enough necessarily to appreciate how annoying their fans are, because I can just look away from like the people who are like K-pop celebrity fans. But I do think that probably the main factors are, one, he got paid more money, and two, Zeus is like the best top laner in the world probably, besides Bin, and like an exceptionally good player and important to the team, but he's sort of like their draft bitch a lot this year and doesn't really get to play champions with an advantage that often. And you also have to wonder to some degree if like he's not the kind of guy. This is something that I haven't really seen be addressed that much with Zeus leaving T1 for HLE, is you kind of have to wonder to some degree if he's just not the kind of guy who wants the amount of like public spotlight you get if you're on that team. Like, I don't watch their like behind the scenes things or anything really. I've seen some clips of it, but I just don't like think he's the same kind of guy as the rest of them. And there's so much attention on the team and so much you have to do and all these things. I think he's just like a fucking gamer, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia and like do show matches in France and like all these things, that he probably just wants to like be a different, I don't know. I just don't think he's that kind of guy.
Yes.
Okay, do I not get anything for doing all three gauntlets? No reward for that, really? I mean, we've no idea of knowing, right? Like, maybe he just took the best deal. So I got a question. When I fly to Tyrant's Rock, am I gonna get one more day to cook? Like, am I gonna be able to have time to go buy that, to be able to cook that last recipe? Or should I just take some sort of random trip today to get there? Do you know? Oh, they're shopping today. I think I respect that about Canyon, but I also think part of the reason Canyon's like that is because when he came up on Damwon, where like the years were like SKT was like literally the worst they ever were, which is season 8 and season 9 are like the worst T1 ever was ever. So at that point, they still had all the fans, but they were shitty. I bet it gave them like the motivation to be like, fuck this team, I would never join that. I still think that's like one of the coolest stories in like League history, was how during that period where most of the Korean teams were the worst, when IG and FPX was winning worlds and the Chinese teams with 2 Korean players were like winning worlds and dominating, that Griffin and Damwon came out of nowhere and still are like 2 of like, have creative players. Not as much Damwon because only Showmaker and Canyon are left. But like, and Beryl too, I guess. But like Griffin comes out of nowhere, and all 5 players on Griffin are still playing, except for Sword. Doran's playing, who is like his backup, but all 4.5 of those Griffin players are still like legitimately best, like top 5 in their role. Like Chovy's probably the best mid laner in the world. Viper is like a top 3 to 5 jungler. Viper is like probably, I think, top 3 AD carries all time. I was trying to think about that today. He's definitely top 3 AD carries now, but I could probably say that like Viper, you could say like Viper, Uzi, Ruler are like 3 best ADCs of all time. I don't know who I'm missing. I think those are like strong options for like 3 best ever. Just have to say, that Griffin team was really cool. And both those teams coming out of nowhere, coming out of Challenger, when LCK was at its worst, to be that good is still like really crazy, man. Tarzan's unreal. Like, always performs. Keen is the best top laner Chovy's ever played with? Yeah, 100%. Keen's good. Keen versus Zeus is like a playstyle choice. Like, I'd rather... If I had Chovy on my team, I'd rather have Keen. But if I had, like, Faker on my team, I'd rather have Zeus. You know what I mean? Zeus is like Gwen, Jace, like... mega carry picks he's better at, but Keen is like probably better. Actually, Zeus is probably a better clutch player, but like Keen in regular season is like the best like flexible pick you could hope for. Anyway, as I was saying before, when I go to Tyrant Rock, do I get like a Gauntlet Runner journey stage there where I'm gonna be able to cook my last food, or should I go? You take the Gauntlet Runner somewhere today to chill, so I could cook my last food and get the achievement? Yeah, I think you're. I figured that was probably the case. Okay, so I got to take a trip somewhere today. So the other thing I'm gonna do is there any last shopping I should do? Maybe I'll buy one of those like really expensive like igniters or trinkets or something. I think I got some new purifications too I should check out. Oh, I almost ran into a carriage. Almost had an accident on the roads. Good memory, dude. It's a really good weapon if I didn't have the weapon I have. Yeah, plus they have ruler. Do you understand how crazy that is? You have like a... You have a candidate for best player in the world at 4 out of 5 positions. And then you have to kind of figure out whether Hanwha Life or Gen G is like a better chance, has a better chance of winning next year. To me, I think that the weakest point for Hanwha Life is mid lane. I don't think Zeka is like always good. I think Zeka is just good in the right metas, and he's a really good player. He's super clutch. But like, I think Chovy versus Zeka is the biggest difference between those two teams. And Peanut's kind of a question mark too. But I think like the Gen G support is like a total random, and Delight is like probably the best support in the world. So I don't know, it's hard to say. But those are like two of the most stacked things ever. Have you heard about the IG team that's coming through? Maybe the rookie in the Shire back with Gala. Pretty sick. I want to see that. That team's gonna get some fans. I hope it happens.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Also, like
Yes.
I also feel like one problem with the bows is there's been really garbage ass weapons.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So many? What?
Yes.
They give you so many semaphores. Do they want you to have a 4 general party?
Yes.
I'm not sure about the Shy winning after last year's finals. Yeah, I also think that he got them there. You know what I mean?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Man, I'm caking up here.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I really can't be bothered going through all this.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I can't be bothered. They at least give me the right order where I don't have to go backwards and do it. Alright. So I got all this money now. I guess what's that thing that's like 500,000? Buy one of these? Cool, sure, why not? Anything else that's useful? None of those are like one of a kind.
よっと
Yeah, the gunner weapons felt like they're never really happy. I was never really happy with them. They're kind of like Heismei's weapons. I was like, guy, why the fuck are these things always a magical affinity? Which means that like if you need them to be weak to slash, it doesn't work. You have no option. It's so stupid. Unless I guess the triangle skills work for that. Anyway, it was annoying. I never actually looked down this way before. Pretty cool. A lot of people aren't here. Alright, we are just so rich. Okay, so did I get my daily did I get my daily dumpling today? I forget. Probably did, right? I'm gonna take my lunch break after this, before the grand finale. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have today. Oh. What else am I missing? Are these guys? There's no good treats here, right? Somewhere there was stuff. Where was that? There was like there was unique one-off things. I think it was at the magic store. What was it? I'm gonna purify the ultimate gloves, just to be a nice guy. These crazy boots are like weirdly good. I'm just not sure which one to use. This strike one feels better. I'm gonna check this stuff up. I can't think of anything else to do. I'm gonna go do my little. I'm gonna do my little. Where am I gonna travel for my last day? What I should do is find that last golden beetle. But how is it possible? Gold beetle metaphor. Gold beetle location. You guys don't even know where they all are. It's probably this one, the first one. This one's hard to find. Examine the water pitcher in the guest room. These city ones I probably have. Reward for dental distress. Side quest, I got that one.
どこにしようか。
Was that magic shop or item shop? Yeah, but it's not that. It's like I don't remember. Like, how am I supposed to remember?
Sa, どこにしようか。さて、どこにしようか。
行こ
One of those pot ones feels a little unfamiliar.
う。どれだ。
Oh, there it is. What? How are you supposed to see that? Yeah, you're kidding. I got so lucky there. Holy shit, that's the one? On the last day? Oh. Dude, that was crazy.
行こっか。
Wow. How are you ever supposed to find that? I guess you just run around blindly.
ねえ。
Okay. Dragon's Fall? Now let me tell you a story about dragons and what I used to be. Are you familiar with the Mage Academy? Well, these days it's nothing but ruins. Yeah, DLC for sure. I was a teacher of magic and researcher there in those hollowed halls. My primary focus was on dragons. The gold beetles' light-producing organs change based on how much magma they've been exposed to, and they pass those alterations on to their offspring. In other words, by collecting these beautiful insects, I can learn how much magma this country was exposed to in different areas of the world. He's carbon dating with gold beetles. Thanks to you, young man, my long-held theory about dragons has been confirmed. More than 1,000 years ago, a war occurred in which unimaginably powerful magic was used. The dragons were a result of that conflict, and among those, a handful of the strongest were purposely left on this earth, I believe. Purposefully? They may have been left here as some sort of trial. Seething a civilization has not been destroyed, I do not think they remain among us with any evil intent. You may find searching for these legendary creatures an interesting diversion, or perhaps even encounter one on your journey. Well, I've given you all I have. From here on, I'll start giving you this arcane dragon blood I brewed up. Young man, I would be most gratified if you'd make this country where people can research bugs freely, or do any other type of research, of course. Right, and to that we gotta get stronger still. Thanks for everything. Make all possible gold beetle item exchanges? Let's go. So there's more. There's way more. But I just never find them. I got lucky finding one there. That's sick. How good is that weapon? Oops, wrong button. What are most people doing at this point? Spending time in town? People really have royal virtues they still need to do at this point of the game? Holy shit. So this is 30 less and increases damage against dragon-type monsters with strength. That's bad. But basically you do all these things in order to fight the Trials of the Dragon, which is pretty cool, I think. So back to the Gauntlet Runner. Where are we taking a trip today? Let's go to the rich town. Alright, let's get one more achievement. The Sublime Spoonful. The most savory flavors in the world condensed in a single spoonful. This is honey in it. Honey, mushrooms, and fish. That could be good, I suppose. I can only make one of these. It's so tragic. I should have bought some more of the other stuff, so I could have made two. I could definitely buy Queen's Honey Jars and Gauntlet Shrooms. Oh well, I kind of forgot. King of Cuisine, baby. I've come around on cooking, you know. I've always seen it as a rather mundane, but now I see it as a profound experience, one worth exploring at that. Yeah, no shit, you fucking maniac. The queen of food noise. Alright, wrap it up, ladies, go. Whether the ingredients that before us shine or perish in our hands depends on our aptitude. Thought of in that regard, 'tis truly a creative challenge. So what shall be our plan of attack? Personally, I would strive to achieve a masterpiece worthy of these rare ingredients. Though using them raw would certainly also have merit. Raw mushrooms? Maniac? I started preparing with Hulkenberg, heartened by good conversation. I've heard the true secret to the culinary arts is to ensure your dishes reflect your personality. Thus I put myself to the proof. On guard, food! Let the aroma be guided by all those I have crossed before. Let the spice of my life color its flavor. Here and now, I condense all that I am into this dish. Shinji's like, Jesus Christ, chill out, lady. Incredible, this is the best meal we've made yet. Sublime spoonful is complete. I say it came out quite well, though you shall be the judge of that. By all means, take it. This is a legit high-end, high-class restaurant meal where you turn an entire giant fish into a single spoonful. Real ritzy. We got 2. Louis is gonna feel the wrath of those. Okay, so as much as I would like to pray to my buddies, I'm not gonna get this, am I? If this happens, I'm not gonna get it the next day. It's going right to cutscenes. So we're praying to our buddies. Right? Is there anything else to do in the ship? Read a book? Isn't there a reward for finishing all the books? Oh, there's 2. We can't get both done. Oh well. Can I take a bath? How do I think about the scenery you saw during your journey? I don't know. Pretty impressive. What answer do you want here? Should I do a little cleanup? No, mana is everything. I can't pray for myself? Bullshit. Basilio's the next one. I can't pray for myself? Restart to the Dragon God. I pray that Basilio may receive its blessing. You seem like you're praying fervently. Perhaps your prayers will be answered? I feel a strange power beginning to flow elsewhere. That's called an erection. I believe Basilio's max MP increased. 5. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean the side villages and those side things are very, very beautiful drawings. But I mean, you can't make every game be everything. You know? Please. Make your own game if you want to do that then. These are like amazing. They're a little bit like, I mean, like, those are things that are like typically criticisms of RPGs that you could levy on this game. You don't actually have a walkable, free roaming world map, which is in many ways some of the most important things an RPG used to be able to offer, but almost never happens anymore. And things like this, yeah, are just like random visual novel side quests to some degree. I mean, they're pretty good pictures though. Like those are, so it seems like a huge amount of the like art resources went to the cities. The cities are huge. But the dungeons are kind of paint by numbers a little bit. There are some original dungeons that are story dungeons, but the bounty and side dungeons are basically the same assets reused. Most of the work in this game seems to have went to the story mode and how inventive all the stuff during the actual story quests are, and the rest of it's sort of like filler to some degree, but it's pretty good filler. Okay. did all that for my last cooking show, and then at night I'm gonna go to the. It's nice that the game ends. The last shopping day you get to do is Idols Day. But we finally have the Lords of Oceania and Ontario on board. Both are rotten to the core, mind, but all the same, they remain the sovereign lords of their principalities. Time is short, so we can't afford to overlook their influence and connections. We'll have them speak out against the riot in the cities. It should help contain the situation, if only a little. Nice words, Batlin. If not the first time you've seen this, Shinji, but I'm glad to have met you and to stand beside you now. I've always had a rebellious streak, you know. So I don't think I get a nighttime shift. I was a fire under the church's heels, but as soon as I started feeling the heat myself, I'd relent. I was just avoiding confrontation, learning a bit too late that maybe I've wasted a lot of my life drowning in anxiety like that. But in the end, you did turn and face it. Yes, well, meeting you showed me what I wanted to be in this world. All those who struggle deserve to know the truth, to have access to information unfettered without slant or bias. That struggle, the anxiety, is what causes Magla to swell from the heart, and facing those fears is what turns Magla into magic. I wish people would learn that it's natural to feel anxious, not something to be afraid of. Yeah, that's kind of like the archetype idea. Right, but in the incredibly very tiny, absolutely minuscule chance that Louis uses brand of magic or whatever he's got up his sleeve to turn me into a human. Why, I'd rip my heart right on my own chest, show him there and then that I'd rather die than be turned into a monster. I admire your spirit, pal. But you know, like, don't do that. Oh, believe me, I'd rather not. Not the slightest interest in seeing what color my own heart is. Well, tomorrow's the grand finale. If you have any final things to say to anyone, best do it now. I hate for you to head to your big to-do with regrets. Okay, at least they give me a warning. Yeah, we might not get another chance. Why not spend some time with someone? Yufa, wanna go hold hands? There's a final thing you can do? It's cute. So I can choose any of the followers. Interesting. Gloam Hall kind of sounds like a Harry Potter name. Buy out the joint. Thanks for all your help. The royal coffers are plugged out. 1.5 million. I should also go make sure we have enough background items. I'm gonna go to the church and buy some more of the bombs. It's all fine. All right, let's end with our. Could be anybody. Should be Moore or Yufa. Wait, these do not cost time? Okay, either way, I'm gonna do these on the other half of the lunch break. This will be my last. This will be my grand hurrah before the big finale. But for now, it's 1:38. I gotta get some food in me. Not that I want it, but I should still do it. This will give me a nice little sort of like ramp up. What am I gonna have? Sushi? Am I gonna go buy sushi? I'm not sure what I have at home. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll be back.